Today we're adding some animals to our nativity scene. Last week, Pastor Nick talked about the stable where Mary and Joseph would eventually find shelter and where Jesus would be born. But to the animals, this is their home. This is where they're protected from rain and cold. This is where they're fed. Whether they were the wooden walls of a barn or the stone walls of a cave, this was their shelter, and they were settled for the night. And then into their calm enters the innkeeper, showing two people the only space left to offer them for accommodations. This was not what they were expecting, and if they were anything like our cat, they would have made their displeasure at the interruption known. But they adjusted themselves to the intruders, and later in the night were witnesses to the birth of a king. Not one who lived in a palace surrounded by riches, but one who would show them that God's kingdom is built on love and humility and a giving of self. The kingdom Jesus would point to was radically different from what anyone had seen or experienced before. But that story got started in a stable filled with animals who scooted over and made room for the unexpected. Last Advent, we took so many things for granted. Hanging of the Green, Kingdom Kids program, leaving cookies for our Wilton Farm families, Sunday school class parties, Christmas Eve services at Parkview and then at church, all went on the calendar without any thought that Advent 2020 would look and feel very different. That's where thinking about the animals in the stable so long ago has helped me. How can I accept, scoot over, and adjust what has always been part of our Advent Christmas celebration to make room for something different? How can I be a welcoming part of someone else's Christmas? What can I do to be a fresh expression of God's love in a difficult year? Christmas is coming. It may look different than it has in past years, but don't miss out on joining the animals in the stable in being a witness to the birth of our King.